Best idea wins. Anson Mount and Star Trek EP explain why Pike is a great captain in Strange New Worlds. In a franchise filled with legendary leaders, Star Trek has never lacked great captains. From James T. Kirk's daring charisma to Jean-Luc Picard's philosophical diplomacy and Benjamin Sisko's iron resolve, each captain represents a unique interpretation of leadership in the Federation. Yet in Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, Captain Christopher Pike has emerged as something refreshingly different. According to actor Anson Mount and the show's producers, the secret to Pike's greatness isn't brute authority or flawless confidence. It's something far simpler and far more powerful. The idea that the best idea wins. This leadership philosophy has become one of the defining characteristics of Pike's command style. Unlike some captains who dominate the bridge with their personality, Pike fosters an environment where every crew member's voice matters. The result is a version of Starfleet leadership that feels collaborative, compassionate, and distinctly modern. Leadership without ego. Christopher Pike's command style in Strange New Worlds immediately stands apart from traditional depictions of authority in science fiction. While many captains are portrayed as the ultimate decision-makers whose instincts always prevail, Pike openly invites debate. On the bridge of the Enterprise, junior officers are encouraged to speak up. Science Officer Spock, Communications Officer Uhura, and Security Chief Lon Noonien Singh all contribute ideas that can shape mission outcomes. Instead of enforcing a rigid hierarchy of thought, Pike listens carefully and weighs every suggestion before acting. Anson Mount has often emphasized that Pike's leadership is rooted in humility. The captain doesn't assume he already knows the best solution. Instead, he treats the Enterprise like a collective brain where different perspectives combine to produce the strongest answer. This philosophy is summed up perfectly in the phrase that has become Pike's unofficial motto: the best idea wins. In practice, that means rank matters less than insight. A brilliant solution from a junior officer can carry as much weight as one from a seasoned commander. For Pike, leadership is about guiding the conversation, not dominating it. A bridge that feels like family. One of the most noticeable differences in Strange New Worlds is the sense of warmth aboard the Enterprise. Under Pike's command, the ship feels less like a military vessel and more like a tight-knit community. That tone begins with Pike himself. He cooks for his crew. He invites officers to dinners at his quarters. He makes a genuine effort to know the people serving under him. These small details add depth to his leadership and show that he values his crew not just as professionals, but as individuals. The producers behind Strange New Worlds have explained that Pike's approach was intentionally designed to highlight the human side of Starfleet command. While other captains often maintain a professional distance, Pike's openness builds trust. When crew members feel comfortable sharing ideas, they're more likely to contribute creatively during crises. That's where the best idea wins philosophy truly shines. The Enterprise under Pike becomes a space where innovation thrives because no one is afraid to speak up, balancing optimism with responsibility. Another reason Pike stands out as a captain is his emotional intelligence. Strange New Worlds explores a deeply personal aspect of Pike's story, his knowledge of his own tragic future. The captain knows that one day he will suffer catastrophic injuries while saving cadets during a training accident. Instead of letting that knowledge paralyze him, Pike chooses to live and lead with even greater purpose. This awareness adds weight to every decision he makes. Pike's leadership isn't driven by ego or ambition. It's driven by responsibility. Every mission, every crew member, and every moment matters because he understands how fragile the future can be. That perspective makes him both empathetic and decisive. When difficult choices arise, Pike doesn't hesitate to act.